Hey guys, and welcome to my next reaction to the end of the fucking world. The last episode, I had so much anxiety, especially in the last few minutes. It was insane. And now I think we might try to deal with the fallout of that, or we're just gonna, or they're gonna be the type of, it wouldn't surprise me if James and Alyssa are just gonna, bury the body and then try to ignore their problems from from there on. So I don't know, but I'm very interested to see what happens in this episode. Let's get into it.
Isn't it a bit fucked up wearing his clothes?
I think the fucked up bit was murdering him.
It's fair. The blood kind of looks like it makes a heart. And then, oh.
Alyssa seemed weirdly calm.
Fuck. We need to get rid of the body.
I feel so bad for the, oh.
1, 2, 3. Do you hear me, James? Do you understand? No one can know that we've been here, okay?
Oh.
This is bad. This is really fucking bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't how I thought it would be. Not at all.
James.
Oh, James.
What's he doing? What the fuck is he doing?
Oh, James. Well, they've both just gone through a pretty traumatic experience, so. Oh, I don't know if you want to show her that. It
That'd be really messed up.
It's strange. We need to get to my dad's as soon as possible before anybody finds a body. He'll know what to do.
Will he? I don't even know what to do.
Why didn't you burn your jacket?
It didn't have any blood on it.
Yes, but...
I'm not getting rid of it, James. It's my dad's. I think there's something wrong with him.
Yes, he just killed a man.
We fucking killed someone.
Oh.
What if someone saw us? What if someone saw us leave the house?
Oh, the
What
anxiety.
if someone recognizes us? We need to change the way we look. Turns out
Whoa!
James is quite a good hairdresser.
I think it's fair to say that my disguise wasn't as effective as Alyssa's. I looked pretty much the same. Was there not another side?
Except for that amazing shirt! Oh God. Oh no, they're gonna oh no.
Clive?
Bitch, you're about to have a fright. We can hear the scream. Yeah, okay. Oh my God! Hey!
Jesus. Got you this? It's the crime scene.
Oh, that was cute.
Found by his mother. Late 70s.
She's gonna get rid. She got rid of that. You dumb old bitch. Sorry, that was aggressive.
No. Do you want to tell us why we've got your wallet here?
She said she was 17. I swear to you, I asked.
The man whose house it was, he was murdered last night.
Hey, listen, what are we going to do?
Oh God.
Are we still going to your dad's?
It was a present from my dad. The knife.
I realised that she was scared of me.
Oh.
That felt kind of unfair. I'd been her protector.
Oh.
Almost pretty, but actually average.
Do you want to give her a score out of 10?
Damn.
jeans, a t-shirt, and this weird jacket.
Weird like hell.
Weird because it was quite shit, but sort of cool because it was. Do you know what I mean?
Why are you so bad at describing things? Say it was brown.
Oh, and it wasn't just her. In the house, yeah, there was another guy there too. Oh, I think his name was James.
You okay?
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? The matter, James, is that last night you fucking murdered someone. Because all I can see is his face. And his neck, and you stabbing him.
Thanks.
Okay.
Do you want mustard too?
On chips.
Oh, my heart.
Listen.
And don't let me hold your hand.
Oh, my heart is just breaking into pieces. It's okay, James. It's okay. I mean, they have every right to be freaking the fuck out, but...
Oh. You know what I thought?
Oh.
We talk about what happened the other night?
Don't worry about it. My heart can't take this.
I can imagine, sweetheart. No, don't leave him. I mean, they're both going through, like, trauma right now, so I really am not going to blame either of them for how they're coping with it.
I sat for about half an hour until I realised that Alyssa had left.
It breaks my heart. Aww.
That was the day I learned the silence is really loud.
Oh.
Maybe my dad spent his whole life trying to avoid silence. When you have silence, it's hard to keep stuff out.
Oh, not his dad. Oh.
And you can't get rid of it. I used to be able to get rid of things. Banish them. After that day, it wouldn't be so easy anymore. Do you want to hit me?
Oh,
Please,
James.
beat me up.
James.
I was never Alyssa's protector. She was mine.
Oh!
I was pretty sure I wasn't a psychopath. And I'd report murder.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm trying so hard to keep my, like, I don't know, like my emotions at bay right now. I loved how this episode did take a really good look into the fact that both of these characters have just experienced a really big event, a really big trauma in their lives. Okay. So, that last little bit got to me. So I'm trying to get past that. Obviously, as I said throughout this whole episode, I really wasn't going to blame either of them for how they were processing or reacting. If one of them snapped at the other one, if one of them, you know, whatever it is, you know, they both just went through something horrible. James killed a man, took a life, and Alyssa was almost raped and killed, and or literally had a guy like die on top of her. Not really on top, but you know what I mean, like a traumatic experience no matter what. And these are two people who already don't really know how to process their emotions, or they're still figuring it out. You know, the first 3 episodes, as we've kind of explored, has been them not really understanding, though I'm not sure either of them would admit it then, but not really understanding how they are processing emotions. And it's such a huge revelation at the end of this episode for James to say, I'm pretty sure I'm not a psychopath. This is what's made me realize I'm not a psychopath. James is breaking my heart into like a million pieces just because of the fact that like he could tell that she wasn't okay, and he was trying to do what he thought could help her. I think they're both just coping with what just happened to them. And you know, I related to two really specific parts for each of the characters in this episode. The first one was the wave of anxiety that hit Alyssa, where she was like, we have to change our looks. You know, she really kind of sprung into action pretty quick. Back at the house, she was like, we got to get rid of the body, or we got to clean up, or we got to do this or whatever. And you can tell that in my opinion, James was in a bit of shock with everything, and we saw him kind of looking over the body, and it's like he hasn't fully processed everything that's happened yet, I don't believe. And it's like Alyssa is also in shock, but she's kind of doing this whole kind of fight or flight sort of reaction where she's like, oh, okay, so what do we do? What do we do? And I mean, I don't know how I would react in that situation, but I have a feeling once it all kind of set in, I would start getting anxiety about, did anybody see us? What if this happened? What if we didn't clean everything impeccably? What if, you know, and I don't think I would ever be able to turn off. Like I'm definitely like a worrier type of person, a very neurotic type of person. So when that was started going through her mind, I felt so bad because I'm like, that I completely relate to that. Because I've had that happen in scenarios in my life that weren't as fucking dramatic as that, and you just rethink everything, and you just it's not great for you. So I felt really bad, and she's trying her best to sort of do what she can to cover their bases, but you know, she's just as kind of lost and confused as he is. You know, he said, oh, she seems to know what she's doing, so I figured if I just follow that's going to be okay. Obviously, it wasn't okay. And she's trying her best to sort of cope and do what she can to kind of make sure that they're not going to get caught, that no bad repercussions are going to happen, and all of that. And obviously the pictures were all burned, which is frustrating. So that I really related to that. And then after a while, when she couldn't really handle it anymore, she flees. And that's I feel like that's a pretty important thing to note as well. She had to get out of there. She had to bounce, basically, because she couldn't take it. You could tell when they were sitting at the little restaurant, fast food, kind of, whatever you want to call it, place, that, like, I mean, you could tell that she was not okay. As could James, and James isn't okay either, but and you could just, it's like you could feel it off of her that she's not handling this well, and so she's taking off. And it's very possible that whenever she looks at James, she just sees this traumatic event, you know, I which I, to me, it's not James's. I feel very bad for James, but I think on her side of things, it's hard for her to separate him from what just happened. And I think it might take a little while for her to get past that. For James, oh God, James, he is starting to just get to me emotionally. Whew, whew. The fact that, you know, he's come to this revelation that after killing somebody that he's not a psychopath. I guess we can, this is really morbid, kind of dark, but hear me out. I guess we can be thankful that he didn't come to that revelation after killing Alyssa, right? Like, he's struggling with the fact that he took somebody's life, and at least we can all sort of take comfort. I don't know if comfort's the right word, in the fact that the person that he did kill, though, was a big piece of shit. So at least, you know, he didn't take somebody's life that wasn't. You know what I mean? I guess that's something. And so I talked about the moment with her, all the anxiety and stuff that really hit home, but oh my. I don't like to talk about a ton of my personal shit on this channel. I like to keep it separate. So forgive me for talking vaguely about my life right now, but I've been struggling a bit, particularly in the first half of this year. I know this year hasn't been fun for a lot of people, like I'm not special in that, but there has been a few personal things that have happened that have really kind of fucked with my mind, and I've been suffering from some anxiety and just issues and all of that. And I've been particularly suffering lately with the quiet. I'm by myself and with my dog, but the quiet, really, you have nothing to do but to focus on whatever's bothering you, whatever's upsetting you, the depression you feel, the anxiety you feel. And that got me so emotional, where he was like, the quiet is the worst, because you have no choice but to focus on that stuff. It's almost like being distracted helps. And sometimes you can't distract yourself. I mean, sometimes it's almost near impossible. But it really gives a bit of insight to when he talked about his father, saying that his father did everything he could do to avoid the quiet. And I just, first of all, like, I feel bad for the dad, and I'm gonna keep saying it probably every reaction till we see him again or whatever. But like, I feel bad for the father. When they said, oh my God, he tried so hard to avoid the quiet, and then they panned to him in the quiet where he lost his son's, you know, and the last thing his father knows is that his son hit him and drove off. So the father's probably going absolutely insane trying to figure out, one, where his son is, what he did wrong, like I feel bad. I feel so bad for the father, and that's just, that hurts my heart. But yeah, I mean, I think that that just really hit home for me, and I felt so emotional. And the fact that he genuinely like paid somebody to beat him up, and in my opinion is to have a distraction from the quiet. He doesn't have like his phone on him. He can't like watch a movie to distract himself. Sometimes that doesn't really work, but you know what I mean. He doesn't have any other means. So he literally is going to go up to somebody and pay them to beat the fuck out of him. So one, he's distracted, or two, he feels pain. Maybe he feels like he needs to feel pain because he's feeling so guilty about, I mean, there's probably a lot of layers on why that was something that he absolutely felt he needed to do. But that just, it broke my heart. That absolutely broke my heart. Such a, I mean, I feel just very emotional when it comes to how both of them are coping, and maybe they'll be separated for a little bit. We'll see. But that was an emotional episode. I was getting emotional even when they were laying the pictures around the guy's dead body, because just like thinking of like that many girls that he did that to, like that was getting to me as well. So it was a very emotional episode. I'm gonna be interested. I think we're gonna follow the investigating, the cops, the detectives, whatever their technical term is. I think we're going to probably be following them for maybe, I would assume, and see how they can kind of unfold this case. But so I think that's going to be an interesting added kind of aspect to the show, which I'm interested to see how that continues. But you know, my heart's breaking for these two. It's like they're two lost souls that really did not need a traumatic event to make them even more lost, if that makes sense. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.